You make this all go away. You make this all go away. I'm down to just one thing. I'm starting to scare myself. Another day, man. Another day. I haven't even checked TikTok this morning because I know I'm going to have like over 100 responses. That's what typically happens after I post a video where I call out a bunch of apostate Christians on the left and I call out a bunch of Torah observers who are in error on the right. And through hashtags, I basically invite them to come throw stones at me. I'm not complaining. I'm just stating the facts. But somewhere in the fray, there's a lost sheep who can still hear that faint voice of the great shepherd calling his lost sheep back home. Yeshua Messiah said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. The house of Israel is not a Jewish house. It's a house with 12 tribes. Only one tribe is Judah. Now, there are two tribes that are kind of Jewish, because that would be the house of Judah, the tribe of Judah, and the tribe of Benjamin. I don't really know where to squeeze the tribe of Levi in there. We know that that's the priesthood, but you know, there is a gate for the tribe of Levi in the book of Revelation, chapter 21. So you got 12 gates in order to enter the kingdom and to have access to the tree of life. And so in the last days, according to the election of grace, which is the divine influence on the heart to obey God, Abiyah is waking up his lost sheep that have been scattered to the four corners, and according to the election of grace, are waking up in the last days with an unction to follow God. They know that this world is a clown show. They know that this world is a shit show. They know that the church is a completely apostate. Or maybe they think, oh, there's probably some good ones, but there ain't, because all of the Christian churches on street corners in Babylon and throughout Babylon, which has been also spread to the four corners, with all their obelisks outside and their Ashtaroth poles inside, and their graven images and their portraits of hippie Christmas TV Jesus. It's all an abomination of God, and it's all coming down. But there are people called by His name. His name is Jehovah. He sent His Son in His name, Yeshua, which means Jehovah saves, John 5:43. Now, the untrained ear is going to be like, oh, this must be one of those Hebrew roots, sacred name occultists. It's like, no, I'm one of those people being called, according to the election of grace in the last days, to enter into the work of a watchman, because we're all called to watch and warn. And stop warning people about the wars and the rumors of wars. And yeah, there's a place for that. It's good to know. But what's most important is to know, well, what does God, Abba Yah, the Father, instruct me to do? It's right there in Scripture. He sent His Son to tell you. He's the messenger of the covenant. Deuteronomy chapter 18. I'm going to mention it in every video. I am going to give no rest, and I am not going to hold my peace until New Jerusalem become a praise in all the earth. Well, that hasn't happened yet. Neither has the Ten Commandments, the Holy Covenant, been written on the hearts of God's people. Some of them are getting that message, and they're waking up in the last days to keep covenant. But if it was written on our hearts and we were in the new covenant already, we wouldn't have an upside-down world run amok in sin and a church about to be judged, because judgment begins at the house of God.